Hey, you made it to your second year in nursing school. Congratulations. By now, you are a bit more seasoned. You have your study routine going, your social life is starting to look up, and you're no longer feeling like a fish out of water. Hopefully. Okay. And second year is really a great year because you're not brand new, but you're also not close to the finish line where the pressure for what comes next is now starting to kick in. Okay, so you're really at that nice sweet spot. So let's talk about a few things that you'll need to know in order to really make the best out of this year. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thanks for stopping by. My name is Nello, aka Nurse on Purpose, and I really love to bring awareness to media stereotypes of nursing while encouraging nurses to be excellent in their practice and also help them find their own purpose. I have been in a series of talking to nursing students because they have my heart. And today I want to talk to a specific demographic, and these are my second years, okay? I just made a video previously that was really talking about some tips for my first years, so please check that out because even though it was made for the first years, many of the things I addressed are applicable throughout your journey in nursing school and beyond, okay? And so today I am continuing on in the series and chatting with you, my beloved second years. The very first thing to know is that whatever you were doing that worked in your first year, continue to do the same and actually step it up a notch, because even though second year may feel very much like a continuation of your first year, and in many ways it is, because you're still doing your didactic classes, you're not yet taking any practicum, you're not in clinicals, but it is chock full of intense science courses. So I'll give you an example. During my second year, and I know that this will vary by school or even by country, but in my second year, this is a sample of the classes that I had to take. So I took organic biochemistry, developmental psych, I took a nutrition course, statistics, microbiology, history or economics, social cultural dimensions of health, and in addition to that, I still had to take a general elective course and a literature course. So I had a minor in psychology, so my general elective was fulfilled with those psychology courses, which I really enjoyed. So that being said, you can see that it was quite a busy year for me. And one of the things that helped me a lot was staying organized. Guys, can I even say this enough? It is so important to maintain a structured study schedule. You must plan ahead. There's like no way around it. You have to stay organized with your studying if you want to succeed, right? Now, if you just want to wing it through, I don't know. But like I mentioned in my previous video, what I did was that I reviewed my syllabus. I would note down and pencil in all the important dates, like the assignment due dates, the quizzes, my midterms, final exams. And I would really start early to anticipate what my regimen will look like. And this is going to help you prioritize your study schedule properly. It was also in my second year that I started to work part-time on campus. I worked in a financial aid office. So one more thing was added to my plate. So that structure was really, really, really key for me. And then in addition to that, I was also an RA, a resident assistant. So I had the responsibility, my dorm residents, planning activities, dealing with any issues like loud parties and that kind of stuff, okay? Now, my folks, the people that I oversaw were really good. They were high achievers too, so I really didn't have many issues there, but that wouldn't be the case for everyone. And even with that being said, it was still a lot of responsibility. Another thing that you want to do this year is connect with your upperclassmen, the third and fourth years. Form connections. Maybe you can create this if your school doesn't already have it. It is like a peer mentorship program where the students can be paired up with an upper class student, almost like a buddy, somebody that can come alongside you, provide some guidance, give you some insider scoop. That's always really important. Insider scoop about what to expect for the upcoming year, especially as your next year will be your first clinical year. They can also help pass on some books to you and just really offer some practical advice, right? It is a really simple concept, but I think it's so highly beneficial, and it will radically change the experience of students from feeling apprehensive to having more confidence, okay? So let's talk about this practically. How would this work? So in my case, we were the first ever to do it myself, two friends of mine and me. So we just experimented in ourselves. We didn't really get any other students involved initially. However, if I were to do it again, like if I were back in school, I would obviously speak with a dean of students of nursing, which we did. So you need to get permission first to put this in place. Then I would put out a sign up, like an email, a blast for any interested students, meaning like upperclassmen who are willing to be peer mentors to the littles. Let's call the juniors and freshman year and sophomores littles, and let's call the upperclassmen bigs, okay? And it expressed their interest, and then the buddy, that's the littles, will reach out to the interested seniors just to kind of buddy and someone to have access to, someone ahead of them that they can text or call for basic advice. Because yeah, it's good to get advice from professors, but remember, they're not going to give you the same insider scoop that you'll get from students, okay? In this way, the bigs will only have two littles. You can't have too many littles because obviously they're also in their more difficult years. But I know that from personal experiences, nurses and even nursing students have a desire to pour into their young ones. And this really starts off when we're students. So pulling someone up when you've already been through it is really the point of this, okay? Like I said, I did it with two of my friends. We started it was called the peer mentorship program. We wanted to call it the Had I Known Club because we used to be like, if I had known this, I would have done that. So we're like, we should start a club called Had I Known. But anyway, after we graduated, it didn't really continue to go on. But like I said, if I were to do this again, I would also train people that will create that continuity so that when I'm done with it, somebody else picks it up. Okay, so I'm done, I'm graduating as a fourth year. The next set of fourth years are already trained in what to do, and it just keeps on going. I think that for something that is so simple to implement, it is extremely valuable. And it's one of the things that I'm really proud of starting up in my own university. It's important that when you have an idea like that, don't diminish it. Try to explore it further. And if you think that there might be value in it, then proceed, because that idea was impressed upon you for a reason, like it was for me and for my friends. And you never know whose student experience you could be elevating or enriching as a result of following your own passion, okay? By this time, you're also getting a good handle on your study style and strategies that work best for you, okay? So if you like studying in groups, make sure that your group is as or more motivated than you so that you guys can actually sharpen each other and not spend time studying hours and hours in the library only to have clocked a grand total of 30 minutes of studying. Side eye, okay? Don't be that person. Okay. So again, in my previous video to the first years, I talked about prioritizing self-care, maintaining a healthy social life, and even how to get some of your books for free. That's key. So I'm not going to repeat it again so this doesn't become boring. So please go and watch that video so we don't have to belabor the point. Okay, we've come to the end of this video. For those that most recently completed their second year, meaning those who are now entering their third year, what advice would you leave for students coming into their second year? Please leave that in the comment section below so we can all grow together and build one another up. When you get to a certain level as a nurse, it's important to find people that you can mentor, you can help, And again, I just wanted to congratulate you for scaling through your first year. I know that it took hard work, perseverance, some serious studying to make it through. So well done. Well done. As you begin your second year, please keep the effort going. Don't slack off. Remain diligent. Remain organized. Make those upperclassmen connections. Make those professor connections so you can start to prep yourself for your clinical year. And I wish you the very best this year. I know that nursing school can be daunting, can be tough. You are maybe still wondering if nursing is the right career for you. If that's you, watch the video that I'm going to link it in the description about whether nursing is right for you or if it's not. There's so many careers to pursue, and I know that students come in with sort of uncertainty. They're not sure. They don't know where they want to go. Somebody may have told them to do something, to pursue a certain career, and maybe their heart is not in it. Explore that. You still have time to explore that. Don't feel like because you started in your first year, then there's no hope. You might as well just finish. If you are at this point feeling, after talking with upperclassmen, talking with professors, maybe shadowing a nurse here and there, and you're still not sure that nursing is right for you, maybe take a break and just explore other careers as well. Nursing is a great career, but it is not a career that you want to come into feeling like you really don't know if this is where you're supposed to be or not, because it really there's a lot of physical and emotional investment that it takes to become a nurse, and you don't want to get to the end of it and feel like you made a mistake. So you're still in the early stages. You're still at the point where you can really seek some guidance and counseling. So please try to do that. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. At this second year, you're going to be very busy. There are going to be many, many courses that will challenge you. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself. And like I said, plan ahead. Keep yourself organized. Do not slack off. Keep your social activities intact so that you are still able to de-stress and decompress once in a while from studying. But don't slack off with your studying. This is the year that will really challenge you, even though I think third year might be also very tough because you're combining clinicals now. But if you have the opportunity to take some shadowing gigs in hospitals, try to do that. When you go into clinicals, you're there to learn and to pass. But if you can get something where you're able to shadow in a hospital or any setting really where nurses work, where you think you might be interested, if you're able to get a shadowing opportunity there, go for it. I think that we don't do enough shadowing in college. That's one of the big pieces that are missing for any career. Start early to shadow, because if somebody is where you are aspiring to be, the best way to learn is to see them at work, right? Theoretical, and didactic classes and all of that are good, but being there, seeing the action is even better. And I think you should, we as a country or an institution of nursing and any career really should invest in shadowing experiences very early on, not in your third and fourth year when you're pretty much almost done, but try to buddy up with a nurse. You can write a letter, you can go to the hospitals and ask to do shadowing experiences, but be proactive about your career, because this is going to be your life for many years to come. And so try to see as much as possible before you actually get into your clinical year. This will help to solidify the decision that you've made in your mind and help you to know, yeah, for sure, this is where I want to be. And now you're going into clinicals with a clear mind and really set objectives, okay? At this point, we are pretty much done with the video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them for me in the comment section below. I really love to hear from you. I love to make this interactive. Nursing students have my heart because you guys are the future. You are the most clear right now about where you need to be and what you want to do when you have visions and you have goals and aspirations. And I love that, because it is the best soil to plant seed into. It's fertile, and it's the place where we can really catch you guys young and make sure that you don't lose the passion and the zeal, and it doesn't die when you start working out in the field. That's not what we want. I like to inspire people to keep their love for nursing going and their passion going, and whatever it is that brought them here. And if you have a purpose to achieve that, you start now to really think about it and never let that vision die. Okay, what I'm doing now on YouTube was never a dream of mine. Like, I never dreamt I would be on YouTube. It wasn't, but it was just born out of the passion that I have for nursing and elevating the profession and amplifying our voices. And so this was one of the expressions to do that. So, and I've been talking about this particular dream or vision for many years. People that were in nursing school with me will know that even while I was in school as a student, I would make certain comments. And this is just funny how life works, because this is the manifestation of what I was talking about so many years ago without really understanding how I would give it language. Not to go on a rant, but I just wanted to congratulate you once again. I wish you the very best in your second year. I know that if you keep up with your studying habits and your dedication, you will no doubt crush your second year. And we will see you in your third year. All the best. Bye-bye.